Hello mages of all ages, this is Keejchen with some more Mage Wars. We are up against Ein Micha today. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we're doing a Necromancer versus Siren. I'm playing Siren because I'm already advancing, so I want to try out some crazy stuff in this meta here, which I hope will be cool. This is the first video after the German nationals down in Bad Neuheim. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the guys down there. Cool people. I always have fun going down south. And yeah, I had a really cool matchup down in Germany with a Siren and a Necromancer too, where I set a new record for how many dice I managed to roll with a pillar. I rolled 66 dice with the pillar in one game down there, and 11 attacks against skeletons specifically. I completely destroyed my opponent with that. Props to Marcus for being a good sport about it. He really enjoyed the move. I did one of my homemade drop pillar and then force wave a bunch of skeletons into the pillar. And that was fun. 11 attacks was what I managed to squeeze out of it with a teleport and then a swell following up. So yeah, that was interesting. I hope I can pull off something similar today. We'll see what Micha brings. I've seen him bring some really interesting builds during this tournament here, and yeah, I hope it'll be fun. So I'll be throwing my book up on the screen. This is the same book that I brought down in Germany. This is, of course, remodeled a little bit to fit this against the Necromancer. So it's a rework of the Queen Elsa build that I showed on my channel a few months ago. And there's not a lot of frost left in it, so I guess it's not really a Queen Elsa build anymore. And I took that out specifically because we're up against the Necromancer, and Frost Freeze is not super efficient against undead specifically. On the other hand, we have two Vengeful Merchants, which are really good against zombies. And then I have a Healing Tree in here to help power that. And Upheaval has been added for the Wall of Bones. I have 3 Elemental Wands, and I'll be putting one out early. We have Akira's Favor and Hawkeye to boost that, relying on a lot of attack spells throughout the game. And yeah, I hope it'll work out. I have a really cool opening that I'll be showing you guys here, so I hope you'll enjoy that. It rolls the Ritual of Kelek. I will say good luck, have fun. The opening is Naya, and then anything really, but I think against the Necromancer we should go with a Hawkeye in turn 1. It's a little bit sad if he does Seeking Dispel it, but I don't think he will do that. Maybe he will, I don't know. But we will truck on through. I have a lot of good enchantments that I don't want him to dispel, and we can't keep all of them. Now that I'm looking at it right now, I'm sort of regretting my Wand of Ice and Fire, because it's a good piece of equipment, but there are some downsides to it. Is like the freezes aren't very good against the undead, as I said, so it's really only good against the mage. And the fire side of it is burns are good, but if I'm throwing swells left, right, and center, and the beam of frost here, then the burn will just counteract my own water spells. So yeah, that's probably a bad pick, honestly. If we can use it to finish off the enemy mage when he's just about to die, that's about it. Making a zombie lumbering doesn't really matter. And yeah, maybe a bad pick. Alright. I'm down to 2 psychic spells here. Alright, we managed to get the game rolling. The automation is working now. And first quick cast phase belongs to Micha. I won the initiative 3 times in a row and gave it to him here. Yippee! Alright. No quick cast from either of us. I'm thinking whether or not I need to quick cast against the Necromancer. I don't think there's any case for that. You should do it against Wizards and Force Masters. But that's it. Lead blow Mortars from the Necromancer without the ring. Alright. I will stand still and summon Naya. Done. And then final quick cast. Could be Idol of Pestilence. Turn 1. No, Battleforge. Alright. And I will enchant myself with the Hawkeye. So more economy for the Necromancer, putting him significantly ahead. And then that is the end of the round. And here we are in deployment. We have some deploys coming out for the Necromancer. He's probably going to go Meditation Amulet with that setup here, which is fine. I kind of want him to build a big army and then put the whole thing in one zone so that I can do that killer move that I spoke about. Here we see a Death Ring to help the book deploy for cheaper. Leaving him at 8 mana so he can do a small zombie or skeleton if he wants to from the book, the Libro. Or he could save it and get a zombie brood out next turn. No, we see it summon this turn. This is Priest of Abernic. Alright. Yeah, we saw him do the Undead Dragon thing in the tournament match against one of the other guys. I don't remember who. But that could very well be the thing that's happening here, since he put the Eternal Servant on the Priest of Abernic. Alright, do I have anything for the dragon? It's Psychic Immune, so those doesn't matter, but I don't really have anything good. I suppose an Acid Ball wand would be fine to get the armor off of Elfia, and then, yeah, the Siren's Call doesn't work against it, and I don't really have a lot to target flying. Geyser will do it, which I think Geyser is probably like getting rid of the armor and then Geyser. Alright. Beam of Frost is actually decent here against the dragon. Alright. Now, the opening that I was talking about with the Ritual of Collect, you will see it here. We have Shadow Sea coming off of Naya. So now she's regenerating, and then we are going to cast Ritual of Collect on her in a second, and then the Mud Golem will come out for me as well. Which is a cool little opening that I like, because Naya can regenerate the mana from the ritual, or the damage from the ritual. And the Mud Golem is pretty good against Necromancers. Now, yeah, I don't know, with Elfia, I don't think we can do anything other than killing Elfia, because we will see infinite clerics off of the Eternal Servant here. And here's the Meditation Amulet. So it isn't a dragon book, probably. Which is, I did consider it, but then I thought he's probably not going to do that against the Siren. Boy, am I wrong, apparently. Alright. Of course, I'm still just guessing. Is he done? He cast the Meditation Amulet and meditated, so I'm guessing he's done. Yeah, no. Clicking done. I'm gonna force him to do the proper things, because we are playing a tournament game and I want everything to run smoothly. I'm casting my Mud Golem and then the Ritual of Collect on Naya, gaining some mana. Up to 4, and that's the end of the round. And we're in deployment phase. I have Kyro's Favor, Leather Chaussées, and Ring of Tides of Naya. And I just checked his card count here on Einmicha, and it's 51, telling us that he has probably some out of school spells. Might be a dragon, which is still my assumption. But we see a mummy coming out of the Libro, really cool. The Plagued Voidwalker. This is the first time I've seen anyone play this thing. I don't think it's decent though, so we will hopefully see it in action. 9. If it is damaged, he gets a bonus to the effect roll. Very cool. I'm probably double moving forward this turn and casting the Akiro's Favor. And what that will do is allow me to next turn move into Battleforge range and throw 2 swells in it with the Ring and a Hawkeye and Akiro's Favor, and probably just remove the Battleforge in turn something. Well, Mud Golem will grow He says pass, by the way. So I say Mud Golem grows, and then he has to activate a creature. He activates the Priest of Abenik and moves it forward. Ooh, it could be the Temple Altar of Skulls thing. That is very possible. I will cast the Ring of Tides from Naya onto my Mage. Done. I love Naya. She's a pseudo Battleforge, except when she can't cast equipment anymore, she can start throwing songs and attack spells, or last case or worst case scenario, go in a melee attack and she rolls 4 dice in a Shadow Sea. So she's like a better version of a Battleforge in every way, except that she's fragile, so if people focus her down and rush me, then I die. But Necromancers don't really do this, so I am not too scared. I will double move forward and cast the Akiro's Favor on myself. And he meditated, and he has not done anything else. So for the final quick cast, he needs to cast a spell if he wants. He has 8 mana right now. It's not a lot. He doesn't seem to be saving up for the dragon. It could be the Altar of Skulls coming down next turn. Could be. Would I worry too much about it? No, not really. And I can try to kill the clerics when he doesn't have the mana to reanimate them. That would be a thing. Okay, he's throwing down a second Battleforge. Wow. Alright, no Battleforge removal then. End of the round. And we're in deployment. I don't have any deployments. And we only see something on one of the Battleforges right now, at least. If he goes below 5 mana, is that it? It's 6 mana for the Priest of Abenik, and we see another Priest of Abenik coming in. So this one is more makes more sense to kill this one first if I have to choose one. And he casts the Holy Armor, so he will damage 3 of his creatures here, also making this an easier kill. He only pays 1 for the Holy Armor then. Number of corporeals control. All corporeal creatures you control receive 1 direct damage. Oh, it damages the mage as well. I didn't even realize. Okay, unholy armor, but no regrowth belt then. Huh. I didn't realize it damaged the mage. I think I've misplayed that then. Alright, first quick cast phase. I'm not quick casting. We have Leather Chaussées and Swell in hand and Elemental Wand on Naya. And Naya will cast the Elemental Wand on me. And from my position here, I can kill this priest, so that's probably what's going to happen. Actions phase, the Mud Golem will grow. And done. Now he's already activated his Plagued Voidwalker here, but I can probably kill it with 1 swell, to be honest. It's 5 dice, with a push into a wall for 3 dice more. Will be a kill on average because it's damaged. Yeah. Now I will cast a Elemental Wand on me, giving me a swell. Done. I can still remove Battleforges. I have a decent chance of removing 1 Battleforge per cast of a swell. So I could try to kill both Battleforges in 1 fell swoop here, but honestly, these Battleforges, like I said with Naya before, the problem with the Battleforges is that they eventually become useless. So he probably has a lot of equipment in the book, but still. Here we see the Altar of Skulls. Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Leaving him at 0 mana so I can kill this Priest of Abenik and then stop the skull pudding, at least. Yeah, we are gonna go into kill all the creatures mode, which I think is okay. So I will stand still so that I am in range of Naya still, and then we will kill this Priest of Abenik with a swell. It will ask me for the Hawkeye, presumably. No auto, apparently. I don't know, because we did have a disconnect at the start, so that may be the reason why. Swell for 5 dice, sorry, 5, yes. And we will roll 5 and deal 3 damage only, but with a push, I can reroll the damage if I want, but I don't want to. So we will wall bash. Has a decent chance to kill. It's not very good, honestly. But it does. It does kill. So that priest is gone. And he can't Eternal Servant because he spent all his mana. That will delay the Altar of Skulls at least 1 turn because it has to be in the same zone as the altar, the priest. So this priest up here will need to walk down first before it can then interact with the altar. Then I say done with the actions phases, and if he moves the Plague Void Walker forward, we will attack it with the spell, but otherwise I can just do the Leather Chaussées, which is fine. Next turn we will probably get a Leviathan Scale from Naya and armor up a bit. Here comes the Void Walker. It will be attacked by me then. I think that is a decent enough move, since I will otherwise be attacked by it next turn. Yes, final quick cast. I will attempt the automation. Five dice on it. Dealing rolling 6 damage, and we will not reroll that. It'll take 5 and be pushed 1 zone away. Yep, because of the rain. And push. And that's the end of this round. And we're in deployment, of which I had none. We have 2 things on Battle Forges and 1 thing on the Libro here. He only has 10 mana. So we get another Priest of Abinik out, and it'll probably be the Eternal Servant, I guess. So you can try to keep them alive this time. This other one is not Eternal Servant and will be killed as soon as I can. And then we want to try to do it to this Priest of Abinik as well. I realized something really important though, and that is that mummies are not psychic immune. So I can use my 2 psychic spells that I brought. I still think it's fine that I didn't bring more, but I can also Siren's Call a Priest of Abinik away from the Altar of Skulls later in the game. And that will be really useful. Now the first quick cast, he put out 2 leather equipments, by the way, for his mage, so he's now at 5 armor and in a pretty good spot. He could double move up and remove my wand, so I'm going to be using it right now just to kill this Plagued Void Walker before it does anything. So 4 dice. Killing it. So far I've removed 2 creatures and not lost anything myself, but he does have an altar with 1 skull token on it, which is of course concerning. Can never let that get online. That would be really problematic. I have in my hand Vengeful Merchant and Pillar of Righteous Flame. It would probably just be the Vengeful Merchant, and I shouldn't even have put the Pillar of Righteous Flame in hand. It's silly. But I knew I was going to quick cast this anyways, and then do the Merchant probably. But I don't know. So he passes, so I will throw the Leviathan Scale on my mage from Naya here to get some armor on, just in case he tries to do a Wall of Thorns push or something similar this turn. He could have, but now the window has closed. He also only has 5 mana, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Necromancer spends action marker. He's gonna meditate again. Yep. And my Mud Golem will grow the final time. Getting the melee token, removing 2 damage. Done. And I think we know where the Priest of Abinik will go, but he's gonna just die in the next quick cast phase. He can cast a Wall of Bones here right now. I think that would be a decent move if he does that. Or he might just keep it back because he's scared, which is also fine. And I will put out my Vengeful Merchant here, which is a little bit of a tricky play because it damages my mage when we play it, or when we use the attack to full effect. And I haven't really figured out a good balance for that in Siren yet. Oh, so he is lesser teleporting the Priest of Abinik into the Altar of Skulls zone to activate it. Alright, but I can still kill it next action here, so but he manages to get out up to 2 tokens, which is of course concerning. I will put out the Vengeful Merchant, and I didn't calculate my mana, but I had exactly enough. How lucky is that? Alright. Silly Keejchen not counting his mana. We just had so much before that I thought we could afford it. Oof. Well, good on me for totally figuring that out beforehand and not just playing out of my ass here. Anyway, end of the round. And we're in deployment phase. Something on one of the battle forges and something on the Libro here. Another Priest of Abinek coming out. Alright, I wonder if he went with 6 of them. But we will keep killing them. The first quick cast phase here, that is what will happen. Oh, but we see a Mage Wand on his side. Uh-oh. I didn't prep for this kind of play right now, but I knew, of course, that we would see a Mage Wand eventually. This is worrying, though. That could be a double move and Dissolve Wand coming up. Also, a lesser teleport thing, of course. Right. He hasn't put a spell on it yet. Leaving him at 8 mana as well. Alright. Tricky. Well, this is a good play because it forces me into doing certain things, and I went low on Dissolves for some reason against him here. Even did I take out the... Yeah, I took out the... What's it called? Rabbit Dismantle. Anyway, I will kill this cleric here. Swell, 5 dice. Ooh, low roll. This is where we need to reveal the Akira's favor, I think. RRDMG, just to make sure everyone is following what's happening. 5 dice. Oh, and lower. Oh no, that is not good. Uh-oh. Only 1 damage going in, and then the bash against the wall. It'll only deal 1 damage. No! That is bad. Okay, and he can teleport one of them onto the skull anyway. So I cannot deny him the altar this turn. That sucked. Wow. Like real bad. He is quick casting. The Wall of Bones. Yep. Fair enough. And he can't extend it, but that's fine. Alright. Oh man. Because I would have gotten... I mean, he has a lesser teleport in hand. I'm fine with him spending like spells on getting the extra skull, because we are not going to allow him to put the skull, alter those skulls up. The Mod Golem will be instrumental in this. It can't double move because it's hindered from here, though. And if I had gotten this priest, I could have moved up and Siren's Call this priest here. Not a good play, probably, but I could have done it. And as I said, I'm more okay with him just spending spell cards to teleport his priests down. But now he's not gonna have to. He can just put a skull token on it. That's not okay. That's not okay. Naya, I wasn't really gonna cast this thing now, but now I feel more pressured. So maybe we just will put the Ballad of Courage on a mage. Say done. As I also want the Shows Deep Trident, and it's nice to let Naya save up some mana to give it to me. We have Leather Chaussées and Pant of Bim in hand, but with the reveal of Akira's favor, we can only afford the Leather Chaussée, but that's fine, of course. We can put on some armor. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can go here and attack the wall if nothing else. Like the Vengeful Merchant will move and attack the wall, of course. But now he has 2 priests in the auto zone, so it's getting more difficult to prevent stuff happening. I can go in with a Tsunami in here. Oh, I don't have Tsunami in this version because I changed my book. Oh boy. Right. I was supposed to have a Tsunami against this Necromancer. Damn. That is problematic. Well, okay. And a blank from the Vengeful Merchant onto the Wall of Bones doesn't really matter, but still is a little bit annoying. Jeez. Now that I'm already rolling poorly. Really bad round for me here. Like, really, really bad. Not even sure how to approach it from here. We could double move down here and then drop Pillar in here next turn, but then he can put a wall here. The best I can do, I think, is move over here where he can't wall off to both sides. So putting myself in the neutral center zone and then putting the armor on, I think. I can upheaval the Wall of Bones next turn. For 6 mana, I guess. Yeah. Oh, he's moving forward with his Mage. And enchanting the Elemental Wand. Alright. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. We know what it is, but I thought we would go for a Dissolve Wand instead, maybe, on him. So now I can move up and then dissolve his wand next turn. Put both Dissolve and Crumble in hand. I'll probably even keep the Elemental Wand. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. I'll move up and cast my Leather Chaussées. To be in range 1. Or I can do Siren's Call on this guy, but that doesn't really help me. No, getting the up to the 3 armor is a good choice, I think. So yeah, that is the end of this round. And we're in deployment. I decided not to pay for the wand. I have Dissolve and Rust in hand, no surprise there. Healing Magical on Naya that I will probably not cast, but maybe. And then he doesn't deploy anything, which is to be expected because he has very low mana. And he wants to make sure he can recast the Priest of Heaven again here. First quick cast phase. He has 2 cards. He might just meditate this turn, but at least he will be attacked by the Vengeful Merchant, which is nice. And my Mud Golem will move down here to threaten this little zone. I'll probably move up and smack the Warlock, the Necromancer if he doesn't. He has in the first quick cast phase, he has a window to cast a Nullify, which is tricky. He also needs to save mana for that, of course. So with only 6 mana, he's pretty low. He doesn't cast any Nullify or enchantment, so we just dissolve the Mage Wand, of course. Bye-bye to it. What was on it? A teleport. Very cool. Good to get that out of the way. And then we are into action phase. So I understand why he deployed it. He deployed it because he wanted to make sure that he could get his cleric to the altar in the last turn. And he didn't need it because I didn't kill the cleric. So not killing the cleric there could very well be the thing that loses me the game if we can say later that he manages to activate the altar. If he doesn't activate the altar, doesn't matter then. But he's closer to it. He needs 8, so 5 more tokens. Still far off. Minimum of 5 rounds, and I can probably interfere with it before we get there. So we'll see what happens. He puts a skull token on the Altar of Skulls, of course. Then let's see. My Mud Golem will advance over here. Done. And he's not going to go down and attack it, I think. Putting up a wall here would be fine for him, but I wouldn't mind it too much. What then? What then? I also kind of just want to attack his Mage. With my 3 dice would be fine, I think. But this is why we need the Shore Steep Trident now, because then my melee attack really becomes really good. I just don't have that available to me right now, and I don't have the mana, and that's why Naya shouldn't cast anything, but probably move forward. Because if I move up here, she won't be in casting range of the Trident either. It's tricky. Really tricky. I could double move down here, but then the wall here becomes really obvious, which is fine, because then I can just prep the upheaval and then counterplay his wall, which is probably also a good option. So I don't know what to do or what to say. The next action will be the Vengeful Merchant doing something, depending on what he does. He spends a quick cast action here as enchanting my Siren with something. That is to be expected, some curses coming in at some point. He's really low on cards in his book, so I'm still wondering that he might have the dragon in here. And he... no... Oh. It couldn't be a nullify because the enchant is from Naya. Priest of Avenek spends his action marker. Will probably move down and guard in the altar zone as well. It's getting a little bit dangerous for him then because area attacks happen. He's thinking. Oh, he's moving forward with the Priest of Avenek here. So not into the altar zone with that one. I think that may be a mistake because the triple cleric in that zone makes it harder for me to deny the altar. Now he is making it easier for me, and the priest itself is not really a threat at all. But of course, he guards against the Vengeful Merchant, which is probably the thought. And what do I do? What do I do? I could move up or down and do the Siren's Call on this priest. It would move down and attack the Mod Golem, which leaves the Vengeful Merchant is going to attack the Priest of Avenek anyway then. So let's just do it. Dealing 1 damage because it's critical. And will be counter-struck. Hopefully dealing 0 damage back to him would be the best for me here. Maximum of 2 because only 1's count. And I think this is his first attack roll. Yeah. So it's a little bit slower. What'll it be? What'll it be? Probably 1 damage. If I know my luck. But not 2. Not 2. Don't deal 2 damage to my ghosty. He does 0 damage. Perfect. Incorporate Real for the win. I'm done. Now I can move up and melee attack the Priest of Avenek here, which I think is a lot better than what I was considering before. So that's probably what we're doing. Just killing another cleric. And I was considering taking the guard away with the Siren itself, but I don't want to get unnecessary damage on my Siren. Oh, Naya, do you want to stay still to gain more mana? Or move forward to prepare for the Showsteep Trident next turn? I think move forward. We need to pressure. So he's just going to double move up here. Let's say done. I have the momentum right now. I think I have creature advantage for sure. Not numbers, but quality. And he has a good, well-built-up mage and spawn points. But as long as I can keep killing stuff fast enough, and he's just deploying little clerics that only works well with the altar that I'm trying to deny, I think it's working out relatively well all in all, is what I'm trying to say. Now, it depends on his action, of course, but he only has 4 mana. He's probably going to meditate, leaving me to attack the cleric. Or he could guard, which is certainly an option. Well, I guess we will see the death sword thingy at some point. Maybe next round. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I totally forgot what it's called. Soul Reaper, I think. Oh, he moves back and guards with the Necromancer, so he probably didn't have mana or didn't prep something that he wanted to cast. From here, he can cast the wall down there, which is probably and most likely the play that he's going for. But I'm going to move up and attack this. Words fail me. This cleric and 5% kill chance is fine, but at least we're setting it up for the Vengeful Merchant to finish it off next turn, if nothing else. And I can reveal Ballad of Courage, run down here, punch this Priest of Abenik, and then upheaval this wall here next turn. So I'm probably prepping an upheaval regardless. And my basic melee attack doesn't work, so I will roll manually. Oh, and I roll 1. But I can spend the thing on Hero's Favor, RR. And I deal 2 damage instead. Okay, my rolls are really not on par, but that's average at least. Alright, because he has 1 armor. Okay, end of the round, end of the round. And we're in deployment. He has stuff on all his deploy, or all his spawn points, so I'm interested to see what will happen this turn. He has 14 mana in store. We see to shoot the Risen King come out of the Libro. Interesting play. Not a bad play, but I think I will just not attack him, would be my counter to that. He can maybe do something to get rid of the guard marker, and then first quick cast, no deploys from the Battleforge. Alright, I had a Dissolve and Upheaval in hand here, just in case he deployed a Mage Wand. He didn't. He says first quick cast, I'm not going to quick cast anything. And if he doesn't do a wall here right now, then the Mud Golem will go in first. But otherwise, we can Ballad of Courage down here to the Priest of Abenek, and then upheaval after the fact. Yeah, but here's the Wall of Bones as predicted. Fair enough. And then we will counter with the play that I just told you guys about. So it's gonna be just a-okay. But how do we do it? How do we do it in a good way? I will Ballad of Courage now, I think. Yeah. No time to cast the Shore Steep Trident that is on Naya, unfortunately. But I will move down and destroy this guy, hopefully. Basic melee attack with a reroll. 22% chance of killing it outright. Yeah, so maybe not a kill. Probably too much to hope for. But at least we get down there and are attacking them. And we have a reroll, yeah, so 2 times 22%. It's not unreasonable. It's like 40%-ish overall. Oh, and it doesn't work. I keep forgetting. 5 dice. 7 critical is enough. Nice. So that is a 1 hit on the Priest of Abenek, Eternal Servant. And and I didn't even check, but he doesn't have the mana. He should not have deployed from the Libro. I think that is a misplay. Because now he didn't have the mana to spawn the Cleric. And I should maybe have had his well pay with good roll equals awesome. Thanks. And yeah, maybe if I had prepared a swell now, that would be really good. We could have killed the other cleric before it gets a skull token on it here. But maybe he thinks, oh no, at least my cleric is safe now. And then he will be surprised. Hopefully. Can he pass? 1, 2, 3. He cannot pass. No, he's doing the priest now to get the skull token. Unfortunate. Yep, there it is. And then what do we do? The Vengeful Merchant will attack this priest now, I think, before it moves in behind the guards. I would rather it didn't take damage unnecessarily, so I think that is a decent play. He's going to move down on guard, and then the Mud Golem will still come through after the fact, or I can remove the wall now and then attack the Priest of Abenek. No, I'm going to do the ghost now, not damaging my mage or anything yet. No damage rolled here with the 1 die. Done. We want to save it for the critical attacks. Get it? But damaging my mage every time I attack with him is pretty dangerous, so I'm not going to do that just willy-nilly. I want to, if we can, with Naya, I would like to get those Shadow Sea in here next turn. If we're going to keep fighting in this zone, then that would be preferred, and then I can start doing it at least every other turn without incurring any penalties. Naya, is she going to do anything this turn? Probably not. Because this wall will be gone, but I could move up and attack this wall. which would be fine. Let's see. We could do it now before he moves with his mage. I think if we can avoid attacking into the guard, then that would be best. Removing that wall of bones. Going up and killing the cleric here. No, I don't get it. Are you kidding me? With 6 dice we didn't deal 3, we only dealt 2 damage to the cleric and... Mortal cleric. He's been attacked with so many dice now. What, like 8? 12... 14 dice on that cleric, and he is still alive. Over 3 attacks, so with 3 armor, but still... No, and one of them was re-rolled. So the 5 dice were re-rolled, yeah. So, oh god. Now, he only has his mage remaining. What'll it do? What'll it do? He moves in and guards. Unsurprising. But I will then, of course, prep an attack spell or something for this priest to kill it. Next turn. I will move over and guard, I think. Yep, and that is the end of the round. And we're in deployment phase. Something on every spawn point this turn again, so, and no casts. He only has 10 mana anyway. Okay, in first quick cast phase, he has a chance to do something to prevent me from killing this cleric here. Is it a dense fog? No, it is a pillar of righteous flame. Onto me, not the mud golem. The thing is, the mud golem, if it dies, will feed the auto skull, so I'm pretty worried about killing it. And, he changes the... No, he cancels it because it doesn't auto, of course. But I have 3 armor. Yeah, I don't agree with that. He should definitely go for the mud golem here. But, yep. Maybe he won't, maybe he will. He's rolling 4 dice, and he gets a burn and a damage onto me. Alright. I am A-okay with that. I'm assuming, yeah, he's done with the quick cast. So I have ice spikes in hand, and that is my play, my big play here. It will kill this cleric when he activates. And if this cleric is teleported in, it will damage it as well. So this is my solution. The thing is, of course, that it will damage my own peoples. And yeah, we will have to live with that. And now he has the pillar, so I don't want to go with the... That's a good counter to the ballad, of course, because I don't want to move out and move back in then. Which is concerning. We will figure out a way to deal with that. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do something else. If he moves out this mage, it makes sense to follow him. I can even attack just shoot. It's probably okay because I will push him and then I can push him into the ice spikes. Naya still has the Shoal Steep Trident and will cast that on me before I do my activation, which means I can also do the ranged attack against this Priest of Abenek. So I have solutions. The Vengeful Merchant will try to stay away from the pillar, I suppose. This guy's moving in and attacking the ice spikes. Alright. Well, again, that leaves me a window to kill the priest here. Gets 3 damage on it, though. That's rough. Okay. Which means that the Necromancer can maybe remove it, but then he's not guarding the priest anymore, so maybe he won't. Naya will put distance between herself and the pillar and cast the Shoal Steep Trident onto me. And I'll say done. He still cannot activate this priest without killing it, so he can activate his mage and attack it, but taking the damage on the mage. If he removes it, then that's all good and well. Then the priest isn't guarded anymore. And if he reguards, then I can just kill it with... well, then he's not getting rid of the ice spikes, so it will die. So I think what we're seeing right now is that there will be no token on Altar of Skulls. It's alright. He says pass, that's fine. My Vengeful Merchant will just attack a Battleforge up here. Stay away from the pillar. 0 damage, that's fine. Done. Also, if he removes the ice spikes, then, you know, I'm not taking the ice spike damage on myself, which would be just fine then. I'll take that. Small victory. I don't think re-guarding is a good option for him, because what is he guarding then? I mean, the priest will die, and this other guy I can kill in the next quick cast phase next round. I still think he has a dragon in the book, and then me killing all the clerics will make the dragon completely unplayable. That's one thing. And one other point I wanted to make is that I think Misha has chosen a really fun book for this game that doesn't matter in terms of the tournament, so it's fine. But it's specifically not good against the Siren, where he could have picked a zombie build or a skeleton build that are both really good against the Siren because they're psychic immune. And he has not done this, which is, you know, like I said, the game here, it doesn't matter, so it's fine. But not the best pick for a book. It is cool though. I love it, and I love seeing people use new cards. In this case, I'm thinking of the mummies. The Toshut here is fine. He's a good creature. I like him. Coming in with a guard is always nice, but if you have to put him in a spot where you know that the opponent will be forced to attack him. So having him being deployed down here later, or earlier, where it would have mattered, would have been really, really nice. Okay, and he is going for the ice spikes. Yeah, good choice. Not getting it. Ah. Whoop. Alright, that was the best case scenario for me, of course. This guy will die, and I can move both my creatures out now. So I will move my mage up and attack to shoot. Add charge. 6 dice, and it's not going to auto. We get 5 damage and a push. Push south. So he gets pushed into the ice spikes for when he activates next turn. Yep, he will activate next turn then. Oh, and wait. Also RR, G, because why not? Yeah, 1 more damage, because I have the Akira's favor. Done. Then his cleric has to activate and will die. The guard goes away from to shoot. And the ice spikes will be gone next turn, right? Because they are already at 5 DMG, and then they will take 2 in upkeep for melting. They will damage my mud golem as well. Yeah, so your cleric dies. Then my mud golem will take 2 DMG and go up and attack the battle forge just to clear the Pillar of Righteous Flame here. 12% kill chance. And he gets it. No, 5 damage going in. Alright. Crazy. And done. End of the round. It's looking really good for me at this point. And we're in deployment. Nothing going on for me. He has something on every spawn point again, and a lot of mana on some of them now, and 11 mana in Storm. He has a regrowth belt, and I'm not sure whether or not he realizes that he loses the armor. He does. Okay, so the armor goes away. He now has a regrowth belt on, and he might have another chest piece coming out then. No, a Mage Wand. Ah, well, you are gonna regret that. Because I know Battleforge builds, so I have a Dissolve in hand, and will remove this Mage Wand as the first thing. It is a teleport or a force push wand, of course. And then hopefully my Showsteep Trident can kill the Priest of Abenek. We also, if he walls here, I have a Chant of Rage on Naya, so I can cast that on the Cleric from Naya and pull him out. Putting the hate token on Naya then, so that's only if he walls off or does something so I can't attack with my mage. That might happen. First quick cast phase will be me dissolving the wand then. I also had a force push in hand just in case, but the mage wand takes priority for sure. It was Abyssal Sacrifice. Whoa, what? Crazy. Never seen that spell used, and I don't know what you would sacrifice in this situation. He's casting something on Naya then. That might be a Chant of Rage. Okay. That is bad. That is bad. Alright, killing Naya would be good. Yeah, he has the Chant of Rage. 2 mana to reveal it, and he does. Okay. Ouch. Okay, so now we have to kill the Cleric, or push him at least. Kill the Cleric, Wave Blast, and that is 5 dice. Yeah, he is dead. Roll 4 critical, and I also had a reroll, and the push would help getting away. So good chances of doing stuff to the Cleric and making it not put the skull token down. So now we have the other issue is that I have 2 creatures on the board that both will give him a skull token, and then if he manages that, he just needs 1 more Cleric to put 1 token on this Altar of Skulls. But if he has no more Clerics, then the Altar of Skulls can now not be activated at all. So he needs another Cleric and to kill both my creatures. Oh, but if he has a Cleric, he can make an Eternal Servant and maybe get it in some point in some way. So yeah. The Trishubu Guard. I don't agree with that. He should move out and attack with it, I think. Oh yeah. The Mud Golem will move away and attack this Battle Forge over here with 6 dice. Dealing another really strong roll here. 4 damage going in, despite the armor. Very nice. Like a boss. The Vengeful Merchant will go for the Battle Forge with the lowest health. He just needs to roll 1 damage. I'm not going to boost the attack. Like, it's not worth it. He still will keep his Battle Forge. He doesn't need the Battle Forges anymore, I think. But we do kill it. We kill 1 Battle Forge now. Done. So now his Mage has to activate, and then Naya will move in and get 2 pillar attacks. 1 for now and 1 for the upkeep. And it's going to suck. But I don't specifically need her anymore, but it's of course nice having her run around and cast extra spells. I was going to run her through this corner here to just sit here for a turn or 2 and gain some mana, and then she can come back and help in the fight. But she's probably going to die now. He has 5 mana. Did he prep smartly and have something else in hand that he can use, or is he going to meditate? Or what is he going to do? He might also move up and attack me, because I'm not regenerating. Might get some benefit off of it. No, he's just meditating. Alright, and then Naya will run into the zone. He didn't... Who has the hate marker? I will write that out, but not do anything about it. Right. Oh, he rolls 0 damage on Naya, but a burn. Who has the hate marker? So Naya might even survive this. Crazy. To shoot, of course. Alright, makes sense. And we will go into the upkeep phase here. And here we go. The pillar will attack Naya. Dealing 4 damage. Alright, so averaged for now, for this roll. And then the burn, of course, will be rolled. And then this is the end of the upkeep phase otherwise. And we're in deployment. Nothing for me. Something on Libro, though. And he has 18 mana, so I'm expecting like a zombie brute at some point here. It's another Priest of Abenec. Are you kidding me? Dang. Wow. Okay, so this one will be an Eternal Servant for sure as well. And then I suppose he will not be putting... What am I trying to say? He will not be wasting this one here. He needs to keep it undead. For as long as he can. Alright, so that's good for him. Good for him. And the burn will 1 damage, so that's concerning. Here's the wall. Damn. Damn. Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that this time. I didn't have an upheaval anyway. But I can, of course, destroy it pretty quickly. But now I cannot save Naya, which I was gonna do. Well, maybe. If we roll good against the wall, then I can. Alright. Rough. First quick cast phase, nothing for me. I have Force Push and Divine Protection in hand. Divine Protection so I could run in. We have Shadow Sea on Naya because it's a cantrip anyway, so if we lose her, lose it. If we lose her and lose it, then we don't lose it anyway. Now we have 6 and 6 dice on the wall, 13 with the Vengeful Merchant, and then I can give it 2 damage to get 3 dice on it, and then I think we are actually in a relatively decent spot to make her survive, or get out of the pillar at least. We can Force Push to shoot out then, and then move up and attack it, but it's not going to be good that way. So whatever, we have to try. Pass, he says, so I will use the Mod Golem to attack the wall and see if we roll a ridiculously high attack roll here. That would be nice. We ignore the guards, yeah. Alright, that was really good. We got 8 on the mod, going crazy today. So, yeah, that's tricky. Oh, you know what? I can Siren's Call Naya to negate the Chant of Rage. So we just need to clear the wall and then she's safe. Yes. Siren for the win. We will totally do that. Okay, I need to kill the wall. Move away, move back in. I keep paying for my Ballad of Courage with the Formata tokens. Also a nice little thing for the Siren here. It's expensive, of course. Spear point thrust, only 4 dice. I'll do it like this. It's ignore the guards. Yes. And we will charge, so it's 6 dice. And I clear the wall. Good. Done. Now did he prep another wall? That would be the killer blow for Naya. Also would allow him to get the skull token for sure, plus Naya dies, so then it's looking really hairy for me. If he prepped another wall right now, that could be the winning play. Mr. Misha. Did you do it? He is passing again, which means I get to do the Siren's Call thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. And then she can cast a Shall See. So I will. Where do we cast it? I think it's down here, yes. Well, no, let's cast it up here in the corner. Done. Siren's Call, also mandatory action. So I choose yes, Jaxmax says, "Oh, sexy motherfucker." Thank you. That is a compliment. I won't lie, I feel really good about that. And next turn I will have initiative, so if he doesn't wall off now, then I will definitely make sure that this Priest of Abenek is not going to put a skull token on it. I'm even thinking about just teleporting it way up here. Just get it out of the way. But I might just force push it in here instead. That's probably better. Oh, and I didn't pay for the Siren's Call. Yeah, that was really nice. Siren showing some of her really strong points in this game. That's really cool. Oh, and he's dissolving the Shoals Deep Trident. That's fair. Good choice. He's enchanting this Shoals Deep Trident. Okay, I have a backup, so I will get rid of it. It's okay. End of the round. End of the round. Oh no, wait, I have the Vengeful Merchant, thank you for reminding me. Then it will go and attack the Battle Forge here. Has 33% kill chance. 33% kill chance, yeah. and it didn't land any damage. I could have dealt some damage to myself here to get it, but nah, doesn't matter. He's not going to have a lot of mana next turn. Alright, end of the round. And we're in deployment, and I feel like I messed up this round already, but yeah, okay. It's too late. He's deploying. I have force push ×2 in hand, though. And that's sort of the idea, to push out the Priest of Abenec here. But I only get one chance to really attack it and kill it. If it fails, I lose him. Or he can move down and be safe, and then the wall can get deployed. So it's tricky. And he's redeploying the Unholy Armor, damaging all his stuff, making it easier for me to kill the Priest of Abenec. Interesting choice. Alright. First quick cast phase will be to force push the Priest of Abenec up into my zone here. So he needs to have like a what am I going for? A pushy, a movement spell of some sort to save it right now. And first quick cast phase done. And if he doesn't that, then he doesn't have mana for the wall. Alright, yeah, so he can't do both. Perfect. Because what I would be worried about is me missing the attack right now, then him teleporting or pushing it down, even lesser teleporting, and then putting up a wall with a mage. Then I would not have any chance of stopping the play. But now he doesn't have the mana for it, so it's good. And I can attack him with something. We'll go for the Mud Golem onto the Priest of Abenec. Am I doing that? No. No. Let's do the Mage. No. Well, yes, no. I don't know, man. This guy has a 41% chance. I think that's the play. Unfortunately, that's really bad. But he gets it, Mud Golem for the win. Which means he will be reanimated, though. He has the mana to reanimate him, so that will probably happen. Does not accept destruction. And then he pays 6 mana, putting him at 1 mana. Alright. That's fine. Done. Okay, but we've delayed the altar one more turn and cost him 6 mana, so it's good. He says, pass, my Vengeful Merchant will now give me 2 damage. Roll 3 dice on this Battle Forge. Let's get rid of it finally. Just needs to roll 2, and he did. 2 normal damage, and then it's all critical, so it works, and the Battle Forge is gone. And I'm regenerating in my zone up here, so I'm okay with this. Naya had the Chant of Rage for the priest as well, so I want her to stay, so she's gonna stay, I think. And guard, because then she's regenerating and gaining more mana. I will guard with Naya. Done. Now he has to activate his mage. I'm guessing it will be a meditation, and then maybe an enchant or something. Meditation. And then he's done with action phases. And what do I do? I can move down and attack Jusut, but he has 5 dice, and I don't have a lot of defensive stuff. My force push in hand is not super useful. I could push something up. I should have maybe pushed the Plague Void Walker up and then attacked it with Naya. That would have been an option at least. It's not what I want to do right now. I'm gonna guard with my mage as well. And then say, end of action phases. He has a final quick cast. What'll it be? I think this is Cleric number 6. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna ask him after the round here. Or can I look at all cards? In the discard we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's Cleric number 5. There might be another one in the book. Alright. And he's casting a card, a zone enchantment in the altar zone. Alright. And that's the end of the round. And we're in deployment phase. I have Pillar of Righteous Flame and a Force Push in hand. And here's another Priest of Abenek. Ah, damn. Well, we have Shore Steep Trident on Naya, so it can work out. We'll see what he does in his first quick cast phase here. He might still wall. He does not wall. I'm thinking about putting the pillar here because I can keep pushing people back up into it and then move down with a force wave here next turn, which I'm really considering, and it is what's going to happen. So, who am I kidding? So here we go. Pillar up here will attack this guy who is active and the only one who can put a Skull token this turn, and it fails to kill him. It does a daze and 2 damage. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, action phase. I hope we don't see a wall. A wall would really ruin my whole play here for sure. Yeah. But if not, then I can move in with the Mage, and that's good. We'll move down and hit to shoot, pushing him up into the pillar if needed, and then the next turn I will move down here and push everyone up in here, and then I will probably even quick cast a wall here first, like a Bloodspine wall. I have plenty of mana to pay for the upgraded Force Wave. Oh, he's doing the Priest of Abenek special ability onto Naya. Alright, healing the priest for 1. Okay. So it stays in the pillar. Cool. Which means he's not going to get a skull token this turn. That's nice. Then Naya will do her spell, casting the Shore Steep Trident on me. That's it done. He's also going to not want to move up into my zone now because of the pillar. So that's an added benefit. He can pass. He probably is gonna do that. Then Vengeful Merchant can at least move in and attack the Priest of Abenek here, just dealing some trickle damage. Will he do that? Or will he not? We will soon see. You can't rouse the beast on Priests of Abenek because it has to be a living creature. So there's no way to get a skull token unless he kills creatures this turn. You can definitely try to kill a creature instead, which is also a thing. He might not even want to wall because he wants to save mana for the Eternal Servant reanimation, which I think he should. Even though this Priest of Abenek is not an Eternal Servant, and he can't become one. And this is the 6th cleric, so this is the final chance of his guy being an Eternal Servant. If it dies and he doesn't have the mana, it's over for the clerics in the long term. In the short term, he will still have a few. He passes, and then the Vengeful Merchant will go in and hit the Priest of Abenek, dealing 1 damage. That's fine. Done. Now he has to activate a creature. I still have a guard in my zone at the pillar, by the way. He's probably just going to meditate, though. I'm wondering if I should move in with the... I want to move in with both of my creatures here. Maybe I should guard with the Mud Golem instead. That's probably the better play. I also don't know what this enchant is. This might be a lot of different things. It's probably the fire attack thing, though. Yeah, so I think the Mud Golem can just attack the priest, of course. Yeah. For sure. He is done. Mud Golem attacks Priest of Abenek. Squish. 5 dice. Dealing 1 damage, so this is a low roll round. For me. So far, at least, it's the first roll, so it's, yeah, whatever. No, the Vengeful Merchant did average damage. Alright. No complaints. I have been rolling well. No, the pillar rolled low as well, I guess. Alright. So I can complain a little. Now the Void Walker will have to activate, and thus it cannot hit my mage unless it wants to walk into the pillar on its own accord, which I don't think it will. If it guards, will I attack it? Probably not. I would think I would go for Shushut still. Have a higher kill chance on him. It is guarding. Alright. I move in. I'll wait for the done. But I will move in, and yeah, killing this one is not likely, so I will kill Shushut instead. And comboing with the push chance. Is it the wall going now? Down now? He's spending his quick cast action here, so it's good that I waited and didn't just move in. I waited for the done. He is spending his quick cast action. What will it be? It's a spell for me. Oh. And I'm beginning to think that he may have forgotten this spell over here, but now he will at least be reminded of it. So he has 2 hidden enchantments on me, which is of course concerning. Might be an Enfeeble. Enfeeble would be a good play. A really good one. He reveals that it is a curse of weakness. Yeah, fair enough. I was expecting that this would come along eventually. Alright, actions phase. I will move down. Asking for a reveal. 2 mana, Hellfire Trap, indeed. I'll tank that a little bit of damage. I wish I had more armor on, but I just haven't had the time. Attack on Siren was cancelled. You can't do that, but it's 4 dice. Yep. 2 damage going in, and I don't think he got an effect with that. No, he rolled 1 below 4, and the lowest is 5. So he has not been getting the best rolls. I will attack to shoot with 4 dice. Killing him. Yep, good. And then that's the end of the round, but I will keep it running until we get into the upkeep phase, where we will do the pillar roll on the Priest of Abenek. Next turn we will prep the Force Wave and the Bloodspine Wall. And it will be quite awesome when I kill everything with a Force Wave. And yeah, it's your guy. You guys are gonna love it, trust me. We'll do the pillar roll here. Holy Fire. Killing the Priest of Abenek. I'm assuming that he will pay to reanimate it, indeed. At least that's keeping his mana a little bit lower then. So that's 12 dice with the pillar so far. Let's count them. End of the upkeep phase. And we're in deployment phase. So I have my Force Wave, Bloodspine Wall, Rastar Naya. First quick cast phase will be... Oh, and he did reveal... Whoops. Oh, he did that last round. Never mind. The Curse of Weakness. He placed the token on me, of course. I'm placing down the Bloodspine Wall there. First quick cast phase done. Then he can play a Wall of Bones here, or a Tanglewine on me would maybe be okay. Neither is really gonna be really super good. The Tanglewine on me would be decent here, but I don't think that that's what's coming. Good chance of killing this Priest of Abenek. The Force Wave, this blade. Void Walker will take a good amount of damage as well, probably die, and hopefully we get a bleed on his mage. We will find out now. So I pay 9 mana for the Force Wave. All through the wall. Bam. Only 3 creatures, but I'll take it. Three damage onto his mage for the wall. Then the pillar will attack his mage. That's 16 dice from the pillar. Dealing 4 criticals, very nice. Then he can do his next creature. Here comes the Voidwalker. First the wall. Taking 4 damage. And then the pillar should finish it off. Now having rolled 22 dice. Yep, removing the Voidwalker. And here comes the Priest of Abenek. Bloodline Wall. Should die. 4 damage coming in first, and then the pillar will follow up, now at 28 dice for the pillar. And the pillar is guaranteed to get a hit on an undead next turn, because we have in the reset phase, we have one spawning in the zone, and it did indeed kill that Priest of Abenek. Yep, that was a nice round for me already, and we're not even done. He only has his mage on the board. I feel good. I feel good about this situation, not gonna lie. Next turn we will, if he stays in the zone, I will push him through the wall with a force push probably. Then use the Shore Steel Trident to push him back again through the Bloodspine Wall and into the pillar and do all the bullshitty things. And then he will have a rust on him as well. He says awesome, and I say thanks. Yeah, that's the second time I've do this against Necromancer in about a week. Yeah, last time was... No, it's Saturday. Last Saturday, 8 days ago. So, yeah. And that was in the tournament too. I feel really good about this Siren play with the Force Wave. She's a very positional mage and all the things. It's just awesome. And now we have him in the zone here with all my creatures. He's at 8 damage only, and it didn't get a bleed, unfortunately. We know he has a regrowth belt in the deck as well. And possibly a lot of other cool equipment. Probably another... I mean, we already took out 2 Mage Wands, so I think that we are through the Mage Wands. Probably has that weapon, and I want to remove the weapon when it comes out, so I'm not going to remove the regrowth belt when we see it. He's a lesser teleport on himself. Oh, going out on the other side. Well, okay, that makes sense. And then he moves into my zone here. Ah, nice. And then he can attack me if he wants. I guess that's what's going to happen. And I guess the beatdown squad will just stay here and make sure that this Priest of Abenek never gets anywhere. I would like to move after his mage, because he might just kill me before I kill him here if we start trading blows. Him moving down here is a good play, annoyingly good. Now he's enchanting me with something. I would like to see a Ghoul Rod or a Poison Blood before I use my Purify. He says he's thinking, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would like to see one of those first, but if he starts using his to do Poison Plague Master ability on me to deal damage, and I have a bunch of weak tokens on me, I may have to just use the Purify early. But that's why I took 2 Purifies, because of the Tainted and the Rot and the Weak and all the things. So I sort of have to do Purifies in the book. I don't have any other ways of getting around it. Oh, I do have a Galvanize. But this is a purified territory because it can remove both the weak tokens and the Curse of Weakness in one fell swoop. I need to hit myself or cast an enchantment on myself before I do the Purify, because I have not checked for Nullify yet since I got that first enchantment, and this might just be a Nullify. Okay, he's done with the action phase then. I rust him with Naya. That's free. Then I can move through the Bloodspine Wall with a Vengeful Merchant, for example, and he is likely to survive. I think I will. Impaling Thorns, maximum 3 damage coming in. 1, okay. And then it can attack the Altar of Skulls, and it can start chasing the Mage. It also doesn't matter for the Altar of Skulls if it dies. Okay, and the Mudgolem will guard. Okay. End of the round. Oh, and we will go into the next round here. Pillar attacks. Killing it in one blow. Alright. Perfect. That's expensive for him. 6 mana every turn this way. And then, yeah, that's the end of the upkeep phase. He is paying for the reanimation. Yep. And we're in the point. Nothing is going on here. Nothing on the lead row. Except 2 mana. But he only has 6 mana himself. First quick cast phase belongs to him. Mr. Misha. And we're up to 34 dice on the pillar. I have Mend and Force Push in hand. He doesn't quick cast, neither do I. And we have an Elemental Wand on Naya. It's going to get a Swell, and then I'm going to attempt to push him through the Bloodspine wall by melee attacking him and then swelling him. But I'm expecting that he will pass here. Oh, he is moving. Might just run away. Okay. In that case, we are not going to do what I just said, but it's fine. He's running away like a coward. So then I'm going to mend myself and see if we activate a Poison Blood or something like that. That's what I'm expecting anyway. No. He's asking if I have a Nullify on him. Again, it came from Naya, so it can't be a Nullify. Yep. He realizes it himself. That's good. I might just destroy the Altar of Skulls instead of going for him. It's really the only thing on the board threatening me right now, and he will keep reanimating this priest forever. I don't have the pillar forever, so I think that is the solution, killing the altar instead. Now I will cast the Elemental Wand on me. Done. Oh, and I have to assign a card to it. We will. You know what? I will give it an Acid Ball instead then. And probably just Acid Ball him. Yeah, he says no more creatures. Alright. Vengeful Merchant will attack the Altar of Skulls. I will attack the Altar of Skulls. With only 2 dice, because I have a... what's it called? My bad. My words are lacking. I have a Curse of Weakness on me, and it has given me 2 weeks so far, so I'm only rolling 2 dice here. Yeah, and I have to manually roll. Only 1 damage, but I am going to re-roll that with my Akira's Favor, remembering my bonuses. Only 1. Alright. And my Mud Golem will move 1 to the side here. And my final quick. Does he have mana for a Poison Blood? He does. So I kind of want to try to activate it. No, I'm just going to hit him with an Acid Ball. For 2 dice. Oh, 3 dice. On Corrode. And then that is the end of the round. We will go in with the pillar here. He added 2 Corrodes. That is incorrect. I will correct him on it after the fact here. The Priest of Abner survives, but takes 4 damage, and a burn could die from the burn. And that is the end of the upkeep. And we're in deployment. I have the same things in hand. No, I took Hand of Imshala and Mend. He didn't put a weak on me this turn. First quick cast phase, he has 14 mana this turn, and I'm not quick casting anything either, by the way. So yeah, not sure how I will proceed from here. Naya will kill the priest for sure. 96% chance of killing it, but he's going to reanimate it again, of course. Yeah, okay, she got 1 damage in on it, but that's enough. So we have another round bought. And it's a really slow play, but I think the right play is to take out the altar and make sure that that doesn't ever get its thing going. And I think the other thing is that he is out of creatures for the most part, but has the dragon in the book. So we need... Yeah, I don't know, so then it doesn't matter that the priest is here. Priest of Avenek face down. Oh, done. And I could have acid balled in this action. I probably should have. He says pass. Okay. The thing is that we know he has a regrowth belt to change out the armor, so too many corrodes is not recommended. I will do it though, because I also have a rust, so it makes it sort of weird. Get 2 corrode and 2 damage. I'm not going to reroll any of that. I mean, the Mud Golem is chasing him at least, so there's that. Vengeful Merchant will attack the Altar of Skulls. 1 damage. Done. Yeah, I don't know, man. What am I doing with my main action? Punching the Altar of Skulls for 2 dice? Probably not. I'm gonna do the Hand of Imshala up here. And start healing my mage with that. Make sure that I don't die. Stay done. Now he has to move his mage, and my Mud Golem action can be to move down and hit the Wall of Bones after the fact, and that means he has maybe an easier access to the Altar of Skulls, and we can let him destroy it instead. But he might also just go for the enemy mage if he does move up here, which I don't think he's going to do, but I don't know what he's going to do. He might move over here and dissolve. That is probably what is going to happen. Also moving closer to his priest and all the things. Progress on the altar going really slowly here. Necromancer spends action marker. He might meditate. Next time we will get in a Priest of Avenek here that will be undamaged when it comes in. He is meditating. Yeah, he's prepping for the dragon for sure. So that's a little bit concerning. But the Mud Golem will go down and hit the wall. 0.1% chance of outright destroying it. Most importantly, he's now threatening the mage. Only dealing 3 damage to the wall here. Alright. End of the round. No, he has a quick cast marker and he has 11 mana. He might spend it on something. Regrowth on himself. Alright, so that will be dispelled, of course. Can't have him have both high armor and regrowth, I think. Maybe because he has a regrowth belt, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. End of the round. Deployment, still nothing off the book. The Embalmed. He probably has the Embalmed in the book and can eventually deploy that when the dragon dies. I think that is the thing. First quick cast phase. None of us is casting anything. I have Mend and Dissolve. And my Acid Ball, of course. And we have Chant of Rage on Naya. Actions phase. He has Initiative. And I have a plan for this turn. Depends on what he does, of course. But I am gonna guarantee you that the cleric cannot do the skull token. He is spending a quick cast action and targeting my card, and I'm assuming that this is a Seeking Dispel. It is indeed. Alright. Well enough. Good enough play, I think. I'm just gonna give him 2 armor against the attack that is incoming. Now he has to activate a creature though. What's it gonna be? I would attack the Hand of Imshala probably with the priest. He's gonna move up and attack the Mud Golem. Alright. I don't dislike that play. 3 dice, only dealing 1 damage. He has been a little bit unlucky. I think it's time to point that out. 1 damage going in. Alright. Naya will attack the priest. Oral dagger. Dealing 4 damage. And then I will put my Siren's Call on it. For 1 mana. So now it has to walk through the wall. Their one true weakness is the not being psychic immune thing. Non-living is not by default psychic immune. For those of you who didn't know that. Some creatures that are non-living are psychic immune, and a lot of creatures that are non-living are psychic immune, but not all creatures are psychic immune when they are non-living. And Arcane Duels pointed this out when they did the review of the set. And yeah, so it has at least been pointed out officially. Was my point. The wall will, so the priest has to walk through the wall, and the wall will kill the priest. He can of course reanimate it again. So now I will move down and I will mend myself, and this is mostly to check for nullify. Null on me. He can also reveal poisoned blood to break it, but I guess he's not gonna. So we roll 3 dice, we heal all the damage, which means that I don't really have anything to use my Hand of Bim for this turn, unfortunately. Well, we will just attack. I don't know, the Mud Golem will for sure attack his Mage, so let's do that. Squish for 6 dice. It can't use the Hand of Bim because it's a non-living creature, but it rolls in an above average attack, so dealing 5 damage despite the 2 armor. Nice. Then the Vengeful Merchant will just stay here and keep attacking. Oh no, you know what? It's gonna do 2 extra melee dice and deal 2 damage to my Mage, and then I can heal myself with the Hand of Bim. Perfect. So now we can power the Vengeful Merchant a little bit and deal more damage to the altar that way. 4 damage dealt, and then I heal myself with the Hand of Bim. Right? And that is the end of the round. And we're in deployment. There's something on the Libro this turn. So what is it? It is Matisse, the Fallen Pharaoh. Alright. Never seen him in play either. Let's have a look at him real quick. When immediate attack is declared, while he is guarding, may change the target to another friendly mummy in the zone. Alright, but he has 5 dice and decent stats on his own. So that is concerning. Yeah, first quick cast phase. I'm not quick casting. Yeah, now I'm thinking I should attack the mummy, but no. I will... Hold on, I was gonna... I'll move over here. And then I will Siren's Call the Priest of Abenek, forcing it to move out of the Altar Skulls zone. Oh, and I was going to cast the Ballad of Courage on myself here as well. So now that's not going to happen. Damn. Or I have to move the lady out, Naya out. That could happen instead, of course. Yeah, I didn't really think this turn through, I think. I could cast the Ballad of Courage on Naya herself and then have her ready as a move out and destroy things. She will be rolling 5 dice outside the water. 6 with the Hand of Bim. That may be okay, and then I don't have to worry about the Curse of Weakness for now. That could be the thing. Let's see, now I will Acid Ball him. 3 dice and Effect. Oh, do we reroll that effect? Yes. RR effect. 2 damage going in so far, and we get 2 corrodes with the reroll. And then the Mud Golem can hit him for 6 dice. And I think, yeah, Naya will battle out of courage herself. Why not? Here comes the Mud Golem with 6 dice. He is regenerating still, and I did have a Dispel in hand to remove it, but oh no, I took that away, and I even have the Vengeful Merchant. I forgot about that. Oh, he has a Brace Yourself on him. Okay, that is gonna get removed then at least. Done. And I really think this priest... Oh, well, now he summoned the Matisse, but he still has 11 mana, so he's gonna be at a high amount of mana next turn as well, which means we are close to the dragon territory, but he is also getting closer to death. No, he's actually moving away from death, but at least we got rid of the Brace Yourself now. And I threaten with Naya as well next turn with the Ballad of Courage. Priest of Abenek will spend an action marker and move towards me. He's hindered, so he cannot move further. Okay, and he doesn't even want a guard, but I don't think it really matters. So I will take 2 damage to make the Vengeful Merchant roll more dice and keep focusing on the Altar of Skulls a little bit. It's far from dead, but if we ever need to kill it, it needs to be at lower health than it is right now, and it only rolls 1 damage. That sucks. Done. Then the Necromancer activates. He's moving down into my zone. And with 11 mana, he could just melee me and then cast an enchantment or something. He's targeting himself with an enchantment first. Or no, he's thinking about it. Amend. Alright. Healing for 2. And then he has a quick cast available. Okay, so Naya will Ballad of Courage herself. And I will heal for 1. The Hound of Imshallah. And then final quick cast phase. He has a quick cast marker available. He's spending it. He's doing something to the Altar of Skulls. A reassemble. Alright. Well, spending mana and stuff on that, that's fine. 7, and it's back to full health. Alright. We will have to keep the Priest of Abenek away from the altar as long as possible then. And then that is the end of this round. With deployment, nothing is being cast in deployment. Then in first quick cast phase, he has initiative. I have Dissolve and Wall of Thorns in hand this turn. Acid Ball here, but in Mental Wand on Naya, and she will switch for the Swell. And then when I have done that, the Wall of Thorns, preferably after the Necromancer has moved, we will Wall of Thorns and try to swell him through it, if he hasn't put on any armor before that happens. And then in the next turn, if he, we can do something to, what am I getting at? We will push him through again with the Force Push, or attempt to do it before he does anything. He spends a quick cast action, so what's he going to do here? Something on the Mud Golem. Matisse attacked the Mud Golem and dealt 6. So the Mud Golem is now at 7 health, and here we see a health boulder with 7 dice, so good chance of getting the kill on the Mud Golem here. That would suck for me for sure. Please miss it. 7 attack dice. No, he smashes it. So it is dead, and that gives him a token on the Altar of Skulls. I don't think that is optional. Yeah, and he has added it himself. That's good. That hurts. Then Naya will move up, cast the Elemental Wand on me. Now it's not looking too good for me to attempt to kill him. That's the thing. I have to be really quick about it. The real thing is, the long game seems like the better play, but I also sort of want to finish the game now because we have been playing for 3 hours, so almost 4, and it doesn't matter whether or not I win. I think I can win by killing him quickly, and he is playing the super long game. I think I can punish it by killing him now that he is not reacting to that. He's focusing on all the other things. Oh, killing the Mud Golem is a good play, of course, for staying alive. Saves him for 6 damage or 6 dice this turn. So that's not nothing. But he'll be putting him further away from the dragon at least. The Priest of Abenek will move and attack me, so he's not even attempting to go for the Altar of Skulls with the Priest anymore. That's really good. Then my Vengeful Merchant will move up and join the fight. Oh, he's reconsidering that. Oh, he's coming in with the Priest. And targeting me. Alright. Dealing 4 criticals. Lots of pent-up anger. Yeah, he's been killed a few times. Beat him up. Lol. My Vengeful Merchant will move up, and I will hand up him myself. Done. So yeah. He's meditating, that's fine. I get to do the Wall of Thorns in a better spot. Here. No, we'll do it here. And say that's the quick cast. Then the full action will be the swell onto him. We don't have initiative, so we'll have to roll a 7, but I do have a reroll, and I would like to make it here, please. 4 dice, and we get the push in the first action or attempt here. I will RR DMG. We roll low, and he has no armor, so we might as well get as much as we can. We get 6 instead. So 6 damage and a push. Then 10 for wall. He has 0 armor. 2 damage from the Wall of Thorns. I will give a dismayed smiley for that, and then say, oh well, 2 damage going in. And he's still regenerating, so that was just a regen cancel. Alright, that sucked. End of the round. And we're in deployment, nothing going on there, nothing on the Libro. And I of course have Rust and Force Push in hand, so if he puts down armor, we can Rust him, and if he puts first quick cast phase also done. And if he puts a Nullify on, we check for Nullify with the Rust. But the thing he can do is teleport himself or Force Push himself right now. He enchants Naya instead. Alright. So he's going to go for the kill on Naya to get this Altar Skull token. But I'm going to push him through the wall, of course. Chant of Rage on Naya. Onto my thesis. Fair enough. That warrants revealing the... what's it called? Ballad of Courage for sure. Okay. But I think I will kill you before this becomes a big issue. So I move over. Force push. Wait a minute. Now I will... do I have mana for all of it? Yeah, I'll swell him here, because then I can swell him into this wall. I can't swell him into a wall from here. Swell. 5 dice. RR effect to get more dice. Wall bash. 3 dice. Dealing 2 more, so we did a total of 6 with that. And then force push him through the Wall of Thorns for 6 mana. That could be a kill if we roll average. 10 dice. And it's not 15 damage, putting him at what? Well, it's a GG for sure. GG, mister. Alright. A little weird prioritizing Naya in that situation, but it could have been a push on her. It was a wand of ice and fire. I'll reveal all this stuff. Hoped you were out of pushes. That's fair. Yeah, I did bring extra pushes in the Siren, of course, because of all the positional advantage stuff that she can do. So yeah, fair. Oh, and he is revealing his book. Cool, let's have a look. He's almost out. Oh, we have a Dragon Claw Wolverine in here instead of the dragon. Interesting. Dragon Claw. So I was wrong but right on the wording. And the embalmed, of course, for the Dragon Claw Wolverine. This one as a Eternal Servant was a really cool... Yeah. It's a really cool thing. So I like that combo. He should have cast the Dragon Claw Wolverine. Nice dragon... nice Wolverine. Should have cast it. That would have been amazing, I think. Never had the mana. Well, it's expensive, I guess. Okay. But no dragon. Okay, I will win this one then, I think. The real scary thing is if he puts up the dragon and he manages to power through my defenses and stuff. Like, he doesn't have anything to remove corrodes either, but he can throw down the regrowth belt, get the unholy armor back, then throw that down again to regain 2 armor. But it's 2 actions and 12 mana, right? So it's not... Yeah, he says he didn't have the mana because of the Eternal Servant, and then that's of course why it's a little bit difficult what he was trying to do, but it would have worked. He just needed to run and stay alive forever. That would have worked. And yes, I am easily distracted by sticking to my plan. That's absolutely fair. It's easy to get tunnel vision with these kinds of things. Alright, cool game though. What are the enchants on me? I was at the Rust in hand. I don't think he had anything to cast armor either. He had a Nullify though. We had a Mark for Death on me and an Arcane Corruption. Yeah, I suspected it, but then... No, he didn't have the mana to reveal it, I suppose, so yeah. But I had more enchantments to put on, and I was like, it's not a good idea, because we know that the Arcane Corruption will come on eventually, and we have another one here. Yeah. Cool. That's it for this video, so yeah. Siren beats Necromancer, and... yeah, I guess I go undefeated into the next round. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.